Hey guys, Status87 here, and I am bringing you a video now speaking about the set 9 stuff as I said I was going to do for Pale Moon. This set I'm pretty excited about. I do like the support that they're getting in this set. They look pretty cool. I will definitely be looking to use quite a few of these cards. They seem to give Pale Moon a whole new way of playing, to be honest. Completely blew me away when I saw the cards. Although I was disappointed really we didn't get grade 2. Grade 2 is somewhere I think Pale Moon do struggle a little bit. Don't have a lot of good grade 2s. Got okay ones but nothing really good other than the Crimsons really, in my opinion. Because I mean I'm not a big fan of soul building, even though I'm going to give it a try. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm just one of those people who really likes the Dancing Princess, Cerberus, Carrie or Crimson of course. Anything else, just not really a big fan of. But yeah, I will probably hope they make them at some point, a new grade 2. But the stuff that they've given us is pretty nice. So yeah, I'll get straight to it. First card I'll discuss is the new starter that we'll be getting, which is called Smiling Presenter. Smiling Presenter is a very nice little card. Starter, and your rider, obviously with a it's got the auto pioneer effect, which basically when another unit from the same clan rides this unit, you can call it back to the rear guard. So it's basically the same as go across the gap. You can just move it straight back out. However, it's the effect that I'm liking, which is I think Dark Ruggers have got the same thing, so I'm pretty happy with this. Which is Card Blast 1, and you can put it into your soul. Very nice, because obviously we can pull them back out from the soul if you want to. Look at the top 10 cards of your deck, and you can select one of those and add it to your soul. I really like that, because it means then you don't have to faff about as much trying to get Crimson into soul, because straight away you've got that chance to put Crimson Beast into the soul. It's really nice. You don't need to hope for Dancing Princess. Dancing Princess is a good card, but with that you don't really need to hope as much, because if you run 4 Crimson Beast Tamers, odds are one of them are going to be on top 10. So I'm pretty happy for them to do that. I have to admit I am pretty happy. It means now that there's going to be a bit more consistency hopefully to the deck than what I already have, which would be very cool to be honest. Especially since it says anything, which finally gives me the option of putting a Midnight Invader into the soul. Midnight Invader usually only goes into the soul if I ride it as a grade 3, or if I put it in with Trapezist for later. Don't like doing that, but with Occurs Limit Break on the horizon sort of thing, I do tend to put it in there just so that I've got that extra 3k to bring out one more different unit. So I am pretty happy with that card. It will definitely rival Go Across the Gap for me as a starter. They are both pretty good, whereas one obviously lets you bring something out, the other bit to put something in. And I think early game it is nice to put something in. You've got plenty to pull things out of the soul, so I think I might actually be going for Smiling Presenter, but we'll see. Next card I'll talk about is Magical. I'll talk about this. Magical Painter. Magical Painter is basically, you know how Garmor has got the charge go, for instance, where Soul Blast 1 and it gains 5k. It's basically the same thing, but for one of the new grade 3s that Pale Moon are getting, which I'll discuss in a minute. So not really much to explain on that, other than I wouldn't really use it. It'll give you a 11k booster for your Vanguard Soul Blast 1, and you can build a big soul by it, yes. However, big cost to have it hitting 426. I would rather just stick a turquoise behind it, because to be honest, most decks will probably be cross-size you'll face against, and there's no difference between 26 and 24, other than the fact that to hit 26 you got a Soul Blast 1, and you do want your soul to be decent to pull something out. So I don't believe I would use that, to be honest. It's just the way I play, I wouldn't use that at all. Next one, this is a unit I'm very interested in. It's called Fire Juggler. Now Fire Juggler, I'll have to get close up just so I can remember it all. Odds on the rear guard circle. When you check a grade 3 Pale Moon, doing the drive checks, when this unit boosts the Vanguard, it gains an effect which is auto rearguard. Place this unit into your soul. At the end of the battle, when this unit boosted, you can pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Pale Moon from the soul, except a card named Fire Juggler, and call it to rearguard circle. Basically it means you can't bring itself back out, but you can bring anything out as long as you drive check a grade 3 basically. It doesn't have to hit, I don't believe. Yes, it does. It's only when it boosted. So straight away you can think to yourself there. You know, if you're ready, you can attack with one of the rear guards, and then you can just use that. If you dive check a grade 3, just put it in, bring that to pieces, and you can put anything to soul. And you know, if you want, you can put one that say Crimson to soul, bring it straight back out, and you can attack again. Pretty good card. I will admit it's a pretty good card. It can be recycled, obviously, due to Pale Moon being that good. Yeah, I would definitely want to give that one a try. She will be cool. I have to admit, she will be pretty cool. Just being able to get an effect off from drive checking grade 3s, I like that in any deck. For instance, Goku. I love Goku in Kagero. Yeah, I definitely want to give that card a test just to see what it's like. Right, from grade 1 we go straight to grade 3, unfortunately. But this is another unit that I'm thinking about. It's called Barking Wyvern, and its effect is, as a vanguard, you can choose a Pale Moon from your hand and discard it, so that when it attacks, you pay the cost. And if you do, it gets 6k power during that battle. It's got the same for a rear guard as well, only that, of course, and unlike when it's on the vanguard, as a rear guard you can discard, but only 3k boost rather than the 6k. It's okay. If you base your deck on drawing a lot, go for it. But otherwise, I still think Invader or Alice. I wouldn't go for anything else. Now the card I was going to talk about, which is grade 3, the other grade 3, which is the Garmor version. It's called Nightmare Summon. I think it's how do I pronounce it? It's Nightmare Summoner Rakiel. Rakiel. Rakiel to me is a card that's on the same level as Garmor, nearly. It's a learn break 4. When he attacks a vanguard, he gets plus 5,000 until the end of that battle. Pretty nice straight away. But his effect, which is a Counterblast 2, as you guys know, is when he's placed in the vanguard circle, you can select any Pale Moon from your soul and call it out. It's just too nice. You can put, if you build your soul up quickly or slowly, remember, it doesn't really matter. You can just call anything out. Very nice. Counterblast 2. Yeah, it's not gonna be like Laquia where you can call grade 3, 2, 1 and 0 where Counterblast 3, yeah, but the Counterblast 2 you can just stick a turquoise behind it. It's 24k to the vanguard every time. Your opponent's not going to guard that, and it's got no cost. All you need is to have Crimson in your soul, and that's easy. So to be fair to it, to use that effect twice as well would be pretty nice. The deck itself, I think, it deserves something like that. We haven't had a ride chain, we might have a cross ride, but we get something like that, and I'm happy with it. That will be something I will definitely be looking to build a deck around, that card. And I will also be hoping to build a deck around the other card as well, which I will discuss to you shortly. The final one is a grade 3 as well, and it is called Starlight Melody Tamer Farah. I love the name. She's got a decent effect. There's a Persona Blast, which is, I believe, the first Persona Blast we've had for Pale Moon. It's a Layer Break 4 of the Vanguard, Card Blast 1 and Persona Blast. So you send one copy of yourself to the soul. You can soul charge. What you do is you soul charge 2, and then you choose up to 1 Pale Moon from your soul and call it to a rear guard circle. It doesn't have to be an empty one, so you can replace. However, the unit you've called out gains 3k into the end of the turn, which is pretty nice. I'll just tell you why in a minute. But she also has the lore ability as a rear guard of Vanguard. So if you've got a unit that doesn't belong to the Pale Moon, obviously you can't attack with it. Few things to discuss about her. She is the first Pale Moon which is actually 11k based. She is quite a tough card in my opinion. I do like the idea a lot.